Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm sharing how you can use multiple colors with Infusible ink using the Cricut mug press. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you subscribed if you are new to my channel. And let's get into the tutorial. First, I'm going to go over to Projects. Then I'll go over to the search bar and type in cup design. I'm going to go down here and select this one. When you're on this screen, you'll want to come down here. I'm using a 15-ounce mug, and I'm just going to choose straight edge. I'm not doing a wraparound design, but I'm just going to still use this for my sizing. So now that I have that selected, I'm going to come down and hit Customize. Here's what it looks like. I go into detail about this template and how to use the Cricut mug press in another video, and I can link that down below if that is helpful as well. Now I'm going to grab my design. I'm going to go to Uploads. I'm going to hit View All, and I'm going to scroll down. I used this design a while ago, so I'm going to look for it. I'm going to select on the Good Vibes Rainbow. So in this video, I'm showing how you can have different colors with the Infusible ink. I'm going to be using different Infusible ink sheets for all of these pieces, but what I need to do is change these colors in Design Space to somewhat match the colors that I'm using for my Infusible ink. So I'm going to come up here and hit Ungroup, and now I'm going to change the colors of the different layers. I'm going to select on the first one. The Infusible ink sheets that I'm using has a little design on it. It's called Splash Pad, but each one has a different color. So the first one I'm going to do, it's a reddish color. So I'm just going to come up here and change this to red. Then I'm going to go down to my second layer. I just selected it over in the layers panel, and that one's going to be an orange color. And my last one is going to be a blue. For Good Vibes, I'm going to keep it black. I have black Infusible ink that I'm going to use, but I need to attach that together. So what I'm going to do actually is move this rainbow up just a little bit. In Good Vibes, the dot to the I is separate from the V, and there's a few other layers. So what I'm going to do is drag over this entire thing. Then I'm going to come down and I'll actually hit Weld. I'm going to bring this back where it was before. Then I'm going to highlight over this whole thing, and I'm just going to group it together. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to keep this all the same size when I make it smaller. I'm just figuring out the size right now. So this is when this template comes in handy. This is going to be the front of the mug. Actually, you can choose really either side, but this is the back of the mug. So what I'm going to do is just make it fit inside of one of these. I like that size. When I select it, it says it's about 3 inches for the width, which typically for mugs around 3 to 3.5 inches is about right for the design. Now that we have that sized, I can come over here and just delete this. I just drag over the whole thing. It's 3 different layers, so it's easier to do that. Now I'm ready to click on Make It. It'll separate it by color, which is what I want it to do because I'll be using the different Infusible ink sheets, but I do need to go through and mirror all of these. I'll select Infusible ink transfer sheet. I also like that it gives a tip here. It says make sure mirror is turned on and material is inked side up. I'm using a scrap piece of Infusible ink, and I'm also using the Splash Pad Infusible ink sheets for the rainbow. I thought they were really pretty. This Infusible ink sheet had bubbles in it. I was able to get most of it out with my Cricut brayer tool. I like to use this because you want to be careful pressing over the ink because oils from your hands could smudge it. And if you notice, this actually looks brown, but once it's heated through, it turns black. So it's kind of crazy how dull it is until it gets heated through. My camera cut this off a little bit, but I always bend my mat backwards to prevent the material from bending, and it always works really well. I forgot to show this, but it'll also show which color it's starting with, so that's really important to know which one to have the Cricut cut out first. So I just had it cut out the black. Now it's going to move on to the red, and it'll put a check mark when it's done cutting each one. Here, I'm just having the Cricut cut out the other sheets. I was filming a TikTok video also, so you can see my phone pop into the screen. I'm going to be adding all the Infusible ink sheets onto one sheet. I chose the red one to do that, so you can see me leaving extra room toward the bottom of this when I cut the design out. I like to roll and bend the sheet before weeding, and it really helps this process a lot. You can see there's an extra piece of Infusible ink that I don't want to waste, so I'll show you what I do with that soon. Here, I'm just cutting around the design and weeding out the other pieces. I've had troubles weeding Infusible ink in the past, and my biggest tip is to make sure you have a nice and sharp blade. Sometimes if I know I have an Infusible ink project coming up, I'll switch out my blade to a new one because it really makes a difference. These letters were pretty small, so I'm surprised I actually did this well. Sometimes I like to get my weeding tool out, and that will also help me. I lost the dot to my eye. You might be able to see me move it on the counter, and I decided to add that later. To get the center of the letters out, I bend the Infusible ink and just kind of pop them out of there. Sometimes I like to move the letters forward and then peel off the inside piece like I did here. Because the image is mirrored, to make it a little easier to piece it together, I like to go into Cricut Design Space and make the image a lot bigger. Then I go up to Flip and hit Flip Horizontal. And now I can easily see how I want to piece this together. And you can see I have my computer sitting right next to me to make this a lot easier. Now that I have all the sheets weeded, I'm ready to piece them together. I'm going to add everything to my red Infusible ink sheet, like I said earlier, and that is why I left extra room on the bottom. First, I decided to add my letters, and basically what you do is just piece everything together on that one sheet. Now I'm adding the rest of the rainbow. By some miracle, I didn't lose the tiny dot to my eye, so I added that on there as well. To prevent wasting my Infusible ink sheet, I went back and added the excess sticky backing to what I had cut off, and obviously I misjudged it because I had a lot of extra. I'm using the 15-ounce Cricut mugs. I also like to preheat my mug press while I'm adding on my design to the cup. I use my lint roller over my mug. You'll want to do this to make sure you get a good press. Then I trim off any extra on the sheet around the design just to make it easier to tape it onto the cup. I line up my design on the mug, then press it down. I smooth it out as best as I can to make it as flat as possible against the mug. Then I place heat-resistant tape around all four sides. This makes sure it stays fully in place. The green button is on my machine, so that means it is ready. I lift the lever up and place the mug inside. All of the blue part is very hot, so you'll want to just hold the handle of the mug and slide it down that way. You'll want to make sure your design is totally covered by the press. You might have to adjust the handle on your cup to do that. I should have left the camera on, but the design wasn't fully covered, so I had to lift the lever up and readjust it. After I press the lever down, I wait for all 5 dots to be lit up. Once all 5 are lit, it'll blink and make a beep to say it's done. I would say it takes around 10, maybe 15 minutes. Once it's done, I lift the mug out by just the handle, then set it on my easy press mat to cool. The cup is extremely hot at first, so be careful with not touching it. I let it cool down for around 10 minutes. I get a little impatient and peel it off when it's still pretty warm. This is always my favorite part of my project, is seeing how it turned out, even though it can definitely be nerve-wracking at times. Here's how this mug turned out. It is so fun to be able to add in the different colors. I'm going to click out of this and I'm going to make one more design. I should have just hid that template, but I didn't. So I'm going to go back in here and type in cup design. I'll grab that and I'm doing another 15-ounce mug and I'll hit customize. I'm just going to replace our old one. I'm going to grab my other image that I'm using. I'm going to use my craft room as my happy place. I'm actually using a pattern Infusible ink for part of it, and the other part I'm just using a plain pink color. So what I'm going to do is hit ungroup, and I'm going to highlight over the pieces that I'm going to do the pattern. I'm going to hit shift on my keyboard and grab all of these, and then I'm going to click attach. I'm just going to slide this down, and I'm going to select this entire thing, and I'll hit attach again. I'm going to bring this back up here. Now I'm just going to make these different colors. I'm going to make this a lighter color pink, and I'm just going to make this a darker color pink. Even though I'm not using a darker pink, I'll know that this is the pattern vinyl. I might just make it red actually. Now I'm going to highlight over this entire thing and group it together, and I'll figure out my sizing. I'll bring this over here and make it smaller. I think that looks pretty good. It's around 3.2 inches for the width. Now I'm just going to bring this down, and I'm just going to delete that again since this is my last project, and I'm going to hit make it. Once again, it places it on 2 different mats by color. I'm going to mirror both of these designs, then I'll hit continue. Then I'll just select Infusible. I'm using the Cabbage Rose Infusible ink sheets, and I just love the flower design on this one. I'm going to add my pattern ink to the solid color. I'm trying to waste less ink this time by setting the design below it to see where to cut. I'll weed out my design the exact same way I did with the other Infusible ink sheets. I place each piece down separately. Here I'm just saving that scrap Infusible ink again. Now I'm just following that same process as I did with the rainbow mug. Also, let me know if you've picked up the mug press and how you're liking it so far. I'm actually amazed by it. I love that you can't feel the vinyl on top and that you can put it in the dishwasher and the microwave. If you're wanting to get one, I will have a link down in my description box, and I get a little commission off of that, so I would greatly appreciate it. My mug is cooled down, and I'm ready to reveal how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to put this in my craft room. Here's another look at the mugs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, if you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. It is completely free, and I hope you have a great day.